What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again, and once again, we are here for another episode of the Borderless Gaming GSA podcast. With me today, as always, is Plank. Say what's up to the people, Plank.
What's up, the people?
And we don't know where Geek is. I think he got lost on his way to the studio or something.
It may be
Um,
possible.
so, we're just gonna carry on, and yeah. So, how's it been going?
it's been good,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good. Been pretty busy. I've been telling you guys it's getting cold up in Minnesota. Hello, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha, what's going on? Glad you could make it today. Hi,
Hi,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Welcome. I'm glad you could make it as well.
It's been getting cold up here in Minnesota. It's woke up this morning. It was under 30 degrees.
So is it time for you guys to start hibernating out there?
Yeah, man. I'm starting to forage food in my cheeks and getting ready for the winter. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. What's up, Scotsman?
What's going on, Evil? Glad you can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cold right now.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing my beanie because it's getting there. I think this is gonna be it for like the next 3 months. I'll be wearing this one hat just to stay warm all the time.
I'm looking into your idea of getting a patch, Borderless Gaming patch.
Oh, okay.
Like an iron-on patch or something. So just
Get
gotta
everybody patches.
Yeah, find out who does that kind of thing. Yeah, well, let's check out what happened today in gaming history, shall we?
Let's do it.
So I chose this one because I imagine most people started on the original PlayStation that watch us. Um, I don't think anybody. I don't know how many younger people we would have. Too much younger than that. But 21 years ago today, PlayStation dropped Spyro: Year of the Dragon, and I remember that game being all the rage back in the day.
Yeah.
Like the graphics were this kind of huge step up, starting to leave the like the polygonal. Is that how you say the word? The polygon. Let's just say it that way. Type graphics for more, lack of a better term, realistic, I guess.
Yeah, for a dragon.
Yeah,
Sure.
dragon, and a cartoon dragon at that. But yeah. So that was. Let me know in the comments. How many of you guys started on the original PlayStation?
Oh, we got it. Incoming.
As this would be before the Xbox was even invented, and PCs were still stupid expensive back then, or at least internet was. Remember dial up?
Yes. Oh my goodness, dial up. Dude, dial up. It was such a scam when it first started. AOL got so many people when it first started. But yeah, Spyro, I wasn't really big into the franchise. I remember it when it first came out. But I wasn't really big into that one. That and Crash Bandicoot, I wasn't huge into. I don't know. Was it Spyro? Spyro's PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
And what? Because at the time, maybe Sega Saturn, or was it the Dreamcast was out too? They had
Dreamcast.
They had a flag out. Sonic really wasn't doing it though at the time. Right. I can't remember who they had as a platformer, but then later on down the line, Jak and Daxter came along with PlayStation.
Yeah.
What up, Geek Man?
The time of the platformers.
Well, you got no audio muted from me, bud. Nope, you're still muted. I don't know. I
Nothing.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
See,
um,
that's what happens when you get lost on your way to the show. Uh, Evil says now that was his game. He loved. He even bought the trilogy it released a couple of years ago. 2 games of his childhood, Crash and Spiral. Yeah, see, I can see that. I imagine a lot of people really enjoyed. I mean, platformers back then were the stuff.
with the jam, yeah. I mean, everybody was trying to compete with Mario, who had platforming on lock and key, dude.
That's true. That is true.
Even, I mean, Mario 64 rocked even into PlayStation's early days. You know, people were playing Mario 64 and holding it down. Like, I don't know. Nintendo rocked on that for a long time. And I don't know, but is platforming still around? Is platforming still a thing?
It is, but it's not as
No,
popular and still geek, still nothing.
no audio
Uh,
geek.
Eel says he was 9 years old back then. Wow,
Wow. Oh,
that's
wow.
wow.
I don't want to say I'm an old man, but I
Seriously,
might be an old man. I ain't gonna ask Geek how old he was when that game came out because I might have heard him giggle a little bit. Say something, Geek.
Yeah, I got the
there
audio.
he is. There
All
he is.
right. You know what they used to say back in the day? About as old as Methuselah. You know.
Right?
Nah, I don't know. Is platforming still alive? I guess with the retro gaming, you know, like I've told you guys before, I'm a huge Hollow Knight fan, and the return of all the retro gaming and stuff like that. I guess platforming is still a thing.
Like Ratchet and Clank just came out for the PS5,
Yeah,
so platforming is still a thing, but it's definitely not the thing, like it was back then.
it's not the flagship game of all devices anymore.
Right,
Like it used to be, you had to have a platformer as your flagship, and you worked off of that.
right,
Everything else was just innovation. But now it's which version of Call of Duty do you run?
right,
And
right.
yeah.
So, Geek, what you been playing this week? We're gonna put you on the spot since you're late.
I've been playing Destiny religiously.
Yeah, yeah, we knew. We already all knew the answer to that. Let's just be
I
honest.
see you play something else. I guess while you're at work, is it Idle Miner or something like that? Like you on your phone or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm waiting for a passenger pickup, I play Idle Miner.
Okay. See, they don't show on Discord. I play a lot of USA Today crossword puzzles. That's what I do with my. That's the crazy. That's another thing. You talk about technology. Yeah, we have these advanced technology, blah blah, computers that fit in your hand. Back in the day, this would have never happened. I use this advanced technology to play crossword puzzles. Just like I bought a next gen series console so I could play Tetris, a game that's been out since Atari, maybe.
Guys, could I tell you my disappointment of the week?
What's
Oh,
that?
Is that let's get this out there. Is that I was told by Keisha that she's got her new computer for to do her Twitch stream.
Oh, it did come in?
Her computer came in. I
Nice.
got off my game, ran to my computer to find out she wasn't streaming.
yeah. So she told you
My
she
Keisha,
was
goodness.
you wanna explain that?
What
she
up,
was
Shadow?
she was streaming. She told you that she got a brand new computer to stream, and then she didn't stream.
And then she was not streaming. Right,
Straight
Shadowfire?
MIA. There's her
That was my
Twitch.
disappointment of the week.
There's her Twitch name for you guys that want to check her out.
That's right.
I don't
Because
know what
now she
Keisha's
has a
doing
new
nowadays.
PC.
Guess what she's streaming? Guess what she's streaming?
I mean, I would imagine it. If I were to guess, it would be Destiny, but I don't. She may not be playing Destiny anymore.
She's playing Destiny. I'm on her Twitch right now. I just
okay.
gave you a follow, Keisha. I see you.
2 days ago, she was playing Destiny. She came into my stream earlier today. Had me so shocked I didn't even have my mic plugged in.
That's funny.
And look who else is attached to her. Shadowfire. I just gave you a follow too, Shadowfire.
He just started streaming.
And guess what he's streaming? Destiny. But I guess he does have a new world.
Yeah, he plays. Shadow plays a lot of. Shadow streams a lot of different games.
Yeah, he does. He's a variety streamer.
She said she did stream on Friday, Geek. You just weren't paying attention.
Ooh, she called you out like that, bro.
I was at work on Friday.
she said that's not an excuse. She said you could have been watching on her phone, on your phone.
Yeah, right. I could have. Plank, I finally finished that quest. I got the Ager's scepter.
Okay.
And now I got to go to my other character to get the Risk Runner that you love.
Oh, you mean the Risk Runner that Falchion has?
Falchion has the Risk Runner?
Falchion has the Risk Runner.
Wait. Falchion plays Destiny?
Guess what we played?
So, yeah, I know Plank played Destiny this week because I was playing with him.
Yeah, we snuck one in on you guys.
So here we are right here. I won't play any sound, but it's just me talking. Actually, I think this is the part where we're in the very beginning and I'm still solo.
Yeah, this part you have to do solo.
Yeah.
So
this is that first bridge when you come in off the.
He was doing all right. He rolled a hunter. He was doing all right. He came in there. He was headshotting. Guy's little hand cannon. You know,
I was actually struggling for the longest time. The controller just seems slow. But
you can change your speed, right?
On your controller. Sensitivity. And I ended up having to do that later. But yeah, so we played Destiny.
We had a good a nice almost 4-hour run.
Yeah, something like that.
Of Destiny. And we got him the Risk Runner. And he got to experience the Arc Overload on it. And, you know, it's pretty enjoyable. I don't know if we're going to keep him going. But,
thank you.
You know, he did play it. I like to think he had a good time.
I did. I had a good time. I wouldn't get on and play this game by myself.
Scotsman, I too am also a primary. Am a Titan. That's my main character. But you know, I hadn't rolled a runner. I had never played runner. I mean, not runner. Hunter. So I restarted a character with him just to try it out. But yeah, it was pretty neat. I enjoyed it. We had a good time. Been grinding out freaking candy for this daggone Halloween quest.
Oh,
yeah, I guess there was a lot going on that was just weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you explain to Falchion the thing that I explained to you about the quest? And if he got the Risk Runner, he obviously did that quest.
Yeah, we did the quest. We did some bounties and stuff like that. One thing I didn't do that was very easy to do in Destiny, I think for new players, especially like myself, when it's just information overload on a lot of things. You got to learn the basics before you could, really take it in because there's a lot. Yeah, you could take on like a billion bounties and not realize what it is you're supposed to be doing next. So we kept it simple. We stayed focused, one quest at a time, a set of bounties for one person at a time. Just try to show them where to go and whatnot. Didn't get into the advanced armors and stuff like that, but just played around casually and enjoyed ourselves and shooting, did some pew pew platforming. Like I said, got the Risk Runner, which is right in that left corner right there. I believe. Like, is it? Is it there?
Well, I can't see because he has the chat up.
I know it's in the Cosmodrome area, the Risk Runner, but
how high a level, Evil?
But it was a good time. It was a really good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. But like I said, not a game that I would get on and play by myself.
We'll try to get him back in there.
And as I'm looking on Twitch, we have Lady A.
Oh,
we have Lady A streaming. No. Lady A is not streaming Destiny. She's in the kitchen.
Oh, what?
On Twitch?
On Twitch.
What's she cooking?
Uh-oh.
I'm watching a little Nas X commercial right now.
Hold on a second.
Oh, she cooking burgers. They say if somebody making fun of her right now.
I hope she doesn't mind me doing
this. There she is cooking some burgers. Look at Lady A.
Evil says he's roughly 1330. Need to start trying to get pinnacles done. Yeah, see, I don't understand any of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I don't get it either.
So next to when you look at destinations in Destiny, you'll see like these gold circles.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll know that there's a pinnacle there. That just means you get a higher level gear. And since Falchion is just starting out, it will give you pinnacles will give you 5 levels above your current light level. So you can level up really quickly to get to, I believe, 1320.
Yeah. I love this look on her face.
What is she eating that she does not like that much?
Provolone cheese. Let's see what she said. She's talking. Oh, she got Hello Fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, we get that.
Okay.
All right. She up there cooking them Hello Fresh cheeseburgers. Oh,
the sound's probably not on for everybody.
No, the sound's not on.
No,
I just realized that. Anyway, we should probably get back to our show.
Can I give a quick update just over something we talked about last week?
Do you think?
Geek, the Xbox fridges gone in a blink of an eye.
Oh, they're not gone. They're just being
hardly,
sold for $1,200
yeah,
on eBay.
Gone in a blink of an eye. Can't get a daggone Xbox fridge. We were just talking about it. Said, hey, it's relatively cheap. We can go get one. Man, daggone scalpers.
$1,200.
These scalpers are out of control, dude. They don't want you to have nothing.
Well, I blame Microsoft.
That's actually
Because
kind of funny because it was a topic that we had for today, anyways.
oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I was actually looking to get one. I've been excited for them since they were announced. Actually, even before they were announced, because I saw one. I saw the prototype one or what have you, and then the actual big ones. Would really love one of those. But yeah, scalpers have taken over the world.
Oh, wait, I found one for cheap. $550.
Oh my god, man. $1,200
Oh,
feature for an Xbox fridge. They had an Xbox Series refrigerator, mini fridge. And we were talking about it last week how it was like 200. Was it $200 or like $100?
$100.
$100.
It was way cheap. And we were like, hell yeah, we're going to get us a fridge. You know, I had Target right across the street. Man, things have gone so fast. And I live across the street from Target.
It really does suck because I really, really want one. I really want one, but yeah, they were gone like instantly. And from what I understand, it was pretty much all scalpers that snatched them up once
Yep.
again.
Throw that up, Fausch.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That is nuts. $600. Oh, and I did notice that the Arc cryo fridge is for sale on eBay. I don't know what we're doing with our lives, Raymond. We should be selling in fashion. We should be selling cryo fridges.
Wait, for in game?
Yeah, for official servers though.
Wow. Seriously though? What?
Yeah,
don't get lost, man. Don't get lost. Stay focused.
I thought that was a cool refrigerator that was like real, but
I'm gonna turn this off now because Andrea's watching and she will not.
Yeah,
Andrea,
we are not talking about getting these fridges for $600.
We are
no.
I was trying to show Faustin the 99-cent fridge, the Arc Cryo fridge.
Well, they got a ton of them.
I have a ton of those, yeah. I'm stupid with those things. But yeah, it's sad that scalpers are, because if you think about it, right? I mean, there are people that legitimately want these things, right? And I'm not even talking about just the she said nope. I'm not even talking about just like the Xbox Series or the PlayStation 5 or whatever, but even when you dive into things like this mini fridge or special edition controllers or special edition consoles, where people get those special editions because they're attached to those franchises, like the Halo
fans.
edition or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that's not who's getting any of these things. It's scalpers, and until we all can come together and agree that we have to make it so that they can't profit by not buying from them, then it's just going to keep happening, and it's really unfortunate.
I know Geek said he blames you said you blame Microsoft. I blame Ticketmaster.
I think if they had done it the way they do, there are a number of things they could have done. There was a, if I look in Discord, I put up a video about it, and in the video they were talking about how they could have done it with captures and giving out, like, you could have pre-ordered it online, but you had to get like one of those like a number,
Yeah.
and then they could have made it so that just like when I just logged into Twitch, in order to log into Twitch, the two-factor authentication
Authentication. Yeah.
sends you a token,
Mm-hmm.
and now they could have limited one per phone number.
Yeah.
So how many phones do you have? And then trying to go through and get that capture through, even on you, all your kids, all your friends' phones, you would have got what, maybe 12 fridges,
Yeah.
as opposed to this guy, that first guy that I said with that was $1,200. He had 160 fridges.
That's
Mhm.
nuts. That's nuts.
And I'm talking about that was 15 minutes after they went live.
That's nuts.
So he shouldn't have been able to buy that many fridges that fast.
I say, I mean, that's crazy evil that I'm looking at with those numbers, but
Especially because sim racing is a very niche
market.
market.
Yeah.
So that people are paying £10,000 for essentially, and it's not this. This is a different brand, but essentially, this is it. This is
Yeah.
all it is that you're getting. You're not getting the whole thing. You're just getting the steering wheel, right?
It's like buying a steering wheel for a Lamborghini at $10,000. You know what
Right.
I mean? But
So
like I said, here's my thoughts on the matter with the whole scalping and situation. And I think, this is why I said I blame Ticketmaster. There is nothing set out there that says that Microsoft can't or won't scalp their own stuff. Ticketmaster already does it. Ticketmaster is known for holding on to tickets and then putting it on resellers to scalp them themselves and get more value out of their tickets. So, what's to stop a major corporation from doing the same thing?
what what these companies really need to do, let's be honest, and I understand the pandemic and everything, but there are ways to do it safely, but they
Yeah,
just need to put them in stores,
right.
right? You got to go in and physically get it. Even if it's a curbside pickup or whatever, one per customer. So even if somebody somehow got around that, you know, there's
Yeah,
a person bringing them out to you, right? So you you're not getting a bunch of them.
grab up 16 homeless, stinky people and have them stand in line. No, I'm just kidding.
No. But the way that Micro Center sells GPUs, they scan your driver's
You
license,
have to physically be there. Yeah,
and they scan your driver's license and they save your credit card information. So
that could
you
be
can only do one per credit card.
kind of dicey. I mean, look at Twitch.
True.
But I hope that Micro Centers is a little bit better on their security than Twitch.
I'm sure they are. But I
Well,
mean,
I used to work for Micro Center, so I know that the databases are on separate servers.
I do. I've been a customer of Micro Centers quite a bit and do support their business in comparison to some other alternatives. But
yeah, I wish there was a micro center near here.
I mean, there's one relatively near you, but
Yeah, and
you know,
what is it? Uh, Fairfax or whatever.
yeah, it's like Nova. It's like Nova, somewhere up there.
That's way up there.
I mean, what are you doing?
Not driving hours to.
I guess.
Wait. What did you just say?
I said I'm not driving hours to Micro Center.
How long were you in line to
No,
get your
that's
Series X?
that's way different. For one thing,
Time is time. I don't understand.
for one thing, the store was just down the street from my house. We had movies and games and all on a projector projecting on the wall. It was a good time.
Look, wait. Geek, we need to slow down because we're gonna end up drafting Andrea into something she don't want to do.
Right? Because I'm not even allowed to drive anymore. So Andrea would have to take me. So you hear this, Andrea?
I'm stopping the conversation, Andrea. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
We are both backing away right now, Andrea.
On the plus side of it, Andrea, I think IKEA's up there too. So
IKEA is here.
Take a day of it.
Wait, you guys got IKEA now?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
IKEA is here.
Look at Hampton Roads getting IKEAs.
It's over by what was it? Where Lake Wright is, that big golf course.
Okay.
It's right next to that.
Y'all
Anyway,
up in the world with that Swedish furniture.
I'd rather have Micro Center personally, but all good.
IKEA is 10 minutes away.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes from me.
Honestly, it's not even that. No, Andrew, it's like 4 minutes away.
Oh, it depends on who's driving.
Well, just so you know, Falchion, put that on the checklist. The minute I come to visit, we're going to get some Swedish meatballs.
Oh man, but yeah, but it really is unfortunate what the scalpers are doing. Like true fans of these things that would use them, get a lot of enjoyment out of them, aren't able to get them because greed, and it would be one thing if you got one, you didn't like it, and you sold it, and you saw that you could sell it for higher than it's worth. But these people are, you said something like around the area of 160. That's just crazy.
But I just looked him up. He's sold out. So somebody's paying it.
I can't think of any other, aside from Ticketmaster and like entertainment tickets and stuff like that. I can't think of any other industry.
Sneakers.
Yeah, I guess. But
no, absolutely.
Well, hear me out about sneakers though. You can physically stand in line and get the sneakers though. You know what I mean?
But scalpers, like the exclusive, like the limited edition sneakers, scalpers buy those and they sell them for exorbitant amounts.
That's actually where most of these scalpers came from.
I'd say I do know that sneakers, the Nike guys are nuts.
No.
It's cheap or whatever.
Yeah. They did it to Yeezys. They did it to some limited edition Reeboks.
I'll tell you now, every pair of Yeezys I've ever seen are hideous. What's up, Lady A?
Hey, Lady A.
I said,
yeah, they did say that they're going to be. They did say that they're going to be restocking the refrigerators soon, but it's just going to happen again.
Yeah.
No, hopefully. Well, I don't know that, but hopefully they're going to do something to thwart it at least this time.
Well, I mean, with Black Friday coming up, with Christmas coming up, again, we're going to be stuck in this scalper situation. And I'm wondering, like Falchion says, are they just going to direct foot traffic versus doing online sales? I know online sales are such a big thing right now, especially with COVID going on and all that jazz. Online sales are so huge. But these brick and mortars, you're hurting these brick and mortars. The other day I saw Amazon store in Mall of America. They have an Amazon store, and I was like, "Who is this for? Why don't you just go to Amazon? Like, why do they have a brick and mortar store, right?" But at the same time, like, everything that you want is so easily available. It makes it easy for these people to do this. I mean, other than just like you said, directing it to the stores, to the brick and mortars, I don't see a way to we talked about two-factor authentication and whatnot, but every way that you think of a secure way of doing things, people get around it. It's only a matter of time.
Yep. And Lady A, we want some of those burgers and fries that you were cooking.
For real,
I hope you don't mind, but I had it up on the show for a while, watching you cook.
Only thing I'm eating today. Wait, have I eaten today? I know I had some protein shakes. I don't know if I've eaten today. I'll get back to you on that.
The fact that you've got to think about it means that you probably haven't eaten. As I'm over here with this gourmet mint Oreos.
Mint. So you're eating chocolate toothpaste.
And with that, we're moving on. Oh, chocolate. Come on. Yeah, Plank, you were talking about how we crap on PlayStation a lot. I don't think we do. I think we just call them out when they're doing stupid stuff. But I know you're really upset about Nintendo's online membership stuff and other things that they were doing. Let's talk about
I think, and me and myself and Geek talked about this off air after last week's show, and it really got me to thinking. And actually, I've been thinking about this for a little bit of time now, how we've been addressing Xbox or Microsoft, we've been addressing Sony, but the elephant in the room, Nintendo, they've been feeding off of our nostalgia for years. They've been spoon feeding us our childhood for years. And in my opinion, their recent move only further exacerbates how much they're willing to hold over our childhood. How they want to control our childhoods, and our memories. And what ended up happening is Nintendo has been doing retro stuff. Their NES and Super Nintendo you can get with their online services, and you can get some of the games out of their library, mostly Nintendo licensed IPs. Your Legend of Zelda, your Mario Brothers, your Mike Tyson Punch Out, or your Punch Out. You don't get Mike Tyson, you get Punch Out. So a lot of their IPs. Well, now they're giving you the Nintendo 64. And everybody's like, cool, Nintendo 64, add it to the mix. The Switch can handle it and things like that. But they jacked the price up to get Nintendo 64 games on their online services. And not only did they jack their price up, they practically doubled it. Yeah.
Yep.
Because if I recall correctly, looking at the numbers, and I probably should have had this number up before we got in there, the family account is $80.
Yeah, when it was 40.
When it was 40, so $80 just to play Nintendo 64 games, and the games that they gave you were garbage. Like I said, I was telling Geek and Falchion, you get Dr. Mario 64. Okay, one, I didn't even know there was a 64-bit Dr. Mario version, but you've already got it on their Nintendo titles and their Super Nintendo titles. So you paid for this game again. All right. And it makes no sense. It's their own IP. It's not like they're sourcing something that they're not licensed to use. It's their own IPs. What constitutes this double in price just to pay for these games?
So this is what I heard today about that, right? Because you and I talked about it. So not only is it Nintendo 64 games, but it's also Sega games, Sega Genesis games, I would imagine. And it's Sega that has hiked up the price of their games that supposedly is making this whole membership cost so much. Now, is that true? I don't honestly know. It's just one of somebody that speaks for Nintendo mentioned it on Twitter or whatever that the that Sega wanted a lot of money for their games. But even if that's true, right? You're Nintendo. You don't need Sega games. Yeah,
Right?
they're nice to have, right? And again, like Pling said, these are IPs that we've already purchased on many other systems throughout the years. And it's no different for these Sega games, right? So, um, all credit to Geeks Boy, Rich at Review Tech. He said something that I feel like was kind of spot on. That um, just drop the Sega. If it really is Sega, that's that's making this price hike. Drop the Sega games and bring out more of your own older titles.
IPs. Yeah. Let me and I've got the list up here real quick. Yeah. And they're talking about Sega Genesis games. Why do they have Sega Genesis games, and who thought this was a smart idea in the first place is beyond me. But here we go. Okay. The list is Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Star Fox 64, some game called Sin and Punishment that I have no idea what it is, Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Winback Covert Operations. I have no idea what that game is. Yoshi's Story, Banjo Kazooie will be in later, F-Zero X, Kirby 64, Mario Golf, Paper Mario, Pokemon Snap, Majora's Mask, right? And then they have the Genesis titles, Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Rise Star, Shining Force, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Streets of Rage 2, Musha, Phantasy Star 4, Shinobi 3, and Strider. I'm not even going to talk about the Sega games for a second. Just the Nintendo games. Dr. Mario 64, no one cares. Mario Tennis, no one cares. Winback Covert Operations, no one cares. Sin and Punishment, no one cares. Mario Golf, no one cares. Like, what is this?
The fact that you read off that list in like a minute, the full list of the games that you're getting on the family plan for 8 minutes or $80 is very telling.
That's not even the top of it. And then here we go. I read off a list to you, but they're not all being released at the same time. When you pay the $80 when the expansion drops, you're only getting 9 titles. So what is this money for? You know what I'm saying?
Because you can go to a
you're
retro game store,
and you're not even getting Sega games.
You can go to a retro game store and get all these titles to own physically for about the same price, and you only have to pay it once. So,
I mean, I got a Raspberry Pi with a bunch of emulators on it for
all right, but we're
$100.
trying to keep it legal.
Hey, I bought it on Amazon, so like it was preloaded and everything. I bought that thing; it's got everything on it. Yeah, It's still cheaper than this situation here.
It's pretty crazy.
I know you over there stuffing your face there, Geek, but you feel about this, man?
when I can pay, if I'm new to it, $1 for the first 3 months of Game Pass and get 100 games. You and I are playing Destiny 2 with all of the expansions.
Yep.
That's right, Shadow.
Keep it legal. That's right. You know, for $1 for the first 3 months, $15.99 thereafter, and I have all of these games. Outriders was a day one title. There are so many games that I'm already trying to plan out what I put on because of space concerns.
Yeah.
So I don't see the value in Nintendo.
I really feel like they're just holding their nostalgia. Like, hey guys, remember when you were a kid? You could still play these games, but it's gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
I think
definitely
we as the
not.
consumers need to take our power back. The same way Faustin said, we can stop scalpers by not
Buying from them.
consuming what
Yeah.
they're putting out. If there's no money in it, they'll stop.
And I mean, really, the only people they're marketing to are people like us that grew up with these games. Yeah, because the newer generation, what kid's gonna want to play these old school Mario Tennis? Yeah, who wants to play that?
That's not Call of Duty.
Exactly.
That's
The
not
only people
Warzone.
this is aimed at is us.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and this price point is insane. And while we're at it, Nintendo hasn't done anything innovative and new in years. The Switch is a large Game Boy, all right, with Wii controllers. All right. Yeah, it's kind of neat, but it's not so innovative that they're blowing everybody's minds. It's subpar hardware. What else? I was talking about it with, we talk about Call of Duty and the battlefields and whatnot. Pokemon, they've released the same game since the beginning of time. Pokemon is the same freaking game since the original black and white Game Boy. Pokemon has been the same exact game. It's just now more colorful. Yeah. And then to put icing on the cake, they released Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? It's the same freaking game. You just can't get one character on each of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to convince you to spend $50 for this game for one Pokemon and $50 for this game for another Pokemon.
Yep.
It's the same exact game. Red, blue, gold, silver, white, black, regular Pokemon. They're all the same game.
But people love Nintendo, and that's the thing. People do love Nintendo, and they are willing to buy whatever Nintendo sells. Look at the Switch OLED, right? It's a better screen, right? And now
were people crying about the screen? You know what they wanted you to fix was the Joy-Con drift. They didn't ask about the screen.
And now they're talking about coming out with a new Switch that is next gen next year. So if you bought a Nintendo Switch OLED and they come out with another new Nintendo Switch next year that is vastly better in every way, how are you going to feel about that? If you can play the new Nintendo Switch, let's call it the Super Nintendo Switch or whatever.
But let's be real, can it
Or-
even compete against Xbox? Can it compete against PlayStation?
The rumors are that it's going to be 4K and 60 frames.
And the Steam Deck, like Evil says,
Yeah.
is By the time they release their next gen console, it'll be another next gen console. You know what I'm saying? They're late to the game, and we're just supposed to swoon over Nintendo.
But
Well, until we do different, we have to be more thrifty with our spending habits. Where is the consumer power? If you've got people buying crap, they're gonna sell you crap.
Yeah.
I swore off buying any scalped PS5. I swore off buying any scalped Xbox console. And then I was able to get my Series S for MSRP.
Yeah.
And free shipping. So they're either going to serve me what I want, or I'm going to want to go elsewhere.
I wish J Law was here right now because I wanted him to hear the official, like, PlayStation is beating out Nintendo. I just want you to know that.
Now, and the question is, why is that, right? Because it hasn't happened in, what is it, like 33 months or something. And look at when it happened, right before the OLED came out. So people weren't going to be buying Nintendo Switches until the OLED came out, right? So we'll see what happens next month where they stand, but I think it's all about the release of the OLED, not downing PlayStation. What they did is a monumental achievement for sure.
Andrea said
We'll
no.
see.
She said, "Please don't get another console." Look, it's just. I feel like they're just really banking on nostalgia, not innovation at all. And they're marketing to kids, sure. They're marketing to the younger crowd in hopes that Nintendo or Mario can maintain this steady stream of money and blah blah blah. But to be real, Xbox has a solid kids library, yeah, with a better online service, and with great integration in terms of crossplay and devices. I famously said I had a whole bunch of Xbox achievements and I never owned an Xbox. So it's I don't see what Nintendo's market is these days and what they're holding on to or what they think the consumer wants. And in my opinion, they haven't got a clue because they just released this. But I mean, smarter
No.
minds at Nintendo than me. But
No. They've never cared about what the consumer wants because they know that the consumer will consume anything they put out. Always has, right? So from the Nintendo back in the day, the original Nintendo to now, they have all been very successful with maybe the exception of the Wii U, and that failed in its success mainly because people were confused about what it was um did not because through their advertising people weren't realizing that it was a whole new console. They just thought it was an upgrade to the Wii. So as long as we consume these, and let's be honest, as far as consuming gaming things, I'm probably one of the worst offenders
yes,
on the planet.
yes.
Have everything gaming that I have the need. Like, you'll see me sitting in the corner shaking if I can't get it, right? So,
needs fix.
mhm. So I mean, but I do understand that as a society or as a community, I should say, we do need to just stop buying any old thing that they throw out there. But oh, and by the way, I did not get the OLED, and that was hard.
That's growth.
Yeah, that is growth. I mean, because
So
really, I mean, again, what? Why? What for? What?
Can
for
we
me,
can we
it's
just can we just not bypass the fact that I have the visual in my head of Falchion sitting in the corner, tears, snot and
Going,
boogers. Come on, I need it,
really it had to
baby.
be all that. It
need
had to
it.
be all that snot and boogers. Really, come on.
Papa needs his OLED.
Come
All
on,
right, there's
baby, I
Jake's 5 minute
need
warning. Yeah.
Y'all
So
got any more of them OLEDs?
no, because scalpers have them. So yeah,
I bet scalpers are mad. I bet they're like, "What are they do these freaking OLEDs?"
right. Lady A, you're gonna laugh at it. Really, really, you're supposed to be on
I
my
just
side, Lady A.
they gave you a new screen, but they wouldn't fix the Joy Cons. It just
Yeah, I
it
really
just
don't
points
get
out
that.
like what. And didn't they already
I
have
really don't.
So then they had the Switch. Then they had the Switch Lite. Now they're back to the Switch. But they never
Mhm.
fixed any of the problems with the controllers. The one thing that everybody's been saying has been broken with the device, and they've admitted they're not going to fix it. They're just going to let it be and
Yeah,
accept things as it is.
Lady A, without hesitation, said yes. She's gonna laugh.
Falchion,
Feels my pain, but she's gonna laugh.
just so you know, she often laughs at me and will tell me, I'll go, Lady A, you laughing at me? And she gives the same answer. Yep.
Yep.
So it's not exclusive to you, Falchion.
Yes. Yes, Evil. The Switch billboard with an even bigger screen. That's right.
Yeah.
You'll be holding it like this. Let me see if
Yeah.
I get in the screen. There we go. And I was telling Falchion, it's the most uncomfortable thing for me to hold. Like, I hate the controller on the Switch. It's physically painful to use.
It can give you cramps for how small it
One of
is.
my favorite streamers swore, I mean, like he was playing Pokemon Unite, will not play it until his new Joy-Con comes in because it physically caused him pain and he couldn't ruin his career for it.
All right, people. How about them Yankees? So much for ever getting a Nintendo sponsorship.
I know.
But let's go with the last story of today. Was actually submitted by Evil Scotsman. So that's why your name is there.
Oh,
Just so that
yes.
I didn't forget. God of War is moving to the PC or coming to the PC. Going to be on the PC. An Xbox exclusive that just released a couple of years ago is coming out on the PC. And did I say Xbox? I'm sorry.
PlayStation.
Right.
PlayStation exclusive is coming to the PC, and PlayStation fans are mad,
I
like
bet.
literally mad. But I don't see you easily say I bet, right? But why are they mad? You if you are that big of a fan, you've already played the game. It's been out for what, 3 or 4 years now, 3 years. So you've already played the game, beaten it probably several times.
Yeah.
It's not making any more money on, or let me say it for literal purposes, it's probably making very little money on the PlayStation now. And there you go, Shadow. You can finally play it. So if you love Sony, right, the way you claim, why wouldn't you want them to make more money? Right? Why are you trying to be the only ones to have it to the point where you don't even want PS4 to get games, right? And like 3 people, including me, have a PS5. Why would you not want why don't you want Sony fans, please? I know J Law's not here. I wish he were, but tell me, why don't you guys want your company that you claim to love, that somebody decided to make a contractual group about that you got to come in and sign a contract that you'll do everything that they tell you to do surrounding Sony and their games. Why don't you want them to make money? I don't get it.
I think it
Evil
squares
says
down.
Uncharted and The Last of Us will be next. I think Uncharted is already on its way, to be honest with you.
Yes, Uncharted. They said is coming to PC.
So, I
I think it
mean,
squares down to this. Like, let me see if I can use a metaphor for a second. And then I'm sorry, Evil, if you don't catch this metaphor. You have a subscription to Sam's Club, yeah? Because you don't like Costco. Yeah, you want to hang out at Sam's Club, and Sam's Club is your jam. Yeah, so you pay for Sam's Club, and nobody that doesn't own Sam's Club can come into Sam's Club and shop at Sam's Club, except now Trader Joe's can sell Sam's Club stuff, and you don't need a subscription to pay for Sam. So I kind of get it. I kind of understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, yes, you're absolutely right. If it's a good game, you want everybody to play it because it's more than just the device that you're playing on. It's the games that are the titles that are on the device. You know, I think
right.
that's where Microsoft does it differently. Yes, they're selling consoles, but ultimately they're in the market of selling games. It seems to me, and Sony, I don't know. Their online market is well, not their online, but their subscription model lacks in comparison. But they don't focus on the game quite like Xbox does. You know, Microsoft does. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, Sony Studios put a lot of care and attention into their games, right? There's no denying that God of War, The Last of Us, Spider-Man, all these games were wonderful, great games. But if you just leave them on your platform, then what they're going to bring into you and which is what you need, money, right? Sony
Yeah.
needs the money to continue as a gaming company. And I already hear it right now, J Law in my head talking about, well, they sell TVs and stuff. Yeah, and Microsoft sells computer stuff and everything, but we're talking about the gaming branch of these two companies, right? If these companies decide that the gaming branch of their companies aren't viable, aren't bringing in money that they need to keep them up and running, they're going to get rid of them, right? They're companies. It's all about the bottom line.
Geek, I see you have on the PlayStation Now. So this is their answer now
Uncharted.
to is this their answer now to Xbox? Because I've played PlayStation games on my PC with, I'm assuming their beta version of this, but it was streaming from my console to the PC.
Okay.
So have
In
they
this,
changed that?
yes. In this, they said, where is it? It's down here. Because in one place they say if you don't have a PS4, you can just have right here, no PS4.
Okay.
All you need is a PlayStation Network account and a
Now
controller,
I
and
say it
you're up and
requires a
running.
controller,
Right.
and that I do have. But again, it was like for here, I play Xbox on my PC, but I still use mouse and keyboard. So I am bound to a controller though with this situation. Is that correct? A PlayStation controller.
For PS Now. Correct.
Yes. Okay. So and it's good that at least they've answered that and are trying. I mean, again, when I played it, because I remember playing Falchion, you remember we were playing Ghost of Tsushima together.
Right.
I was playing it on PC, but I was streaming it from my console to the computer, and you could tell, well, I could tell there was clearly a drop in performance between the two.
Right.
But and I still had to play with the controller, so it defeated the purpose of me actually sitting in front of the computer and doing it. But I glad to see they're doing some growth, you know. Good for them. Way to go, Sony. Yeah.
But
What's the price point on this?
PS Now?
Yeah.
60 a month, I think. I mean a year. Excuse me, 60 a month. That was
Right,
60.
a year, I believe.
60 a year. Sorry.
Okay. Well, good. I mean, way to step it up.
Actually, let me put that up for you.
88 wants to know what a good starter mouse and keyboard is, guys. Come on, my PC people.
I got a Razer Basilisk, RGB, and all that jazz. I think I got this for $60. That's my mouse. My keyboard is just a standard Dell keyboard. I didn't want to get a mechanical only because of the clicking sound. Like, I would drive my family crazy with the clicking sound as much as I like them.
Yeah, Corsair has some really good keyboards.
Corsair really does. Yeah, Corsair, Razer, Logitech. Logitech has some great gear.
Yeah.
All of them.
I'm on the Logitech G910 right now.
Yeah. And you can get them if you're into RGB. All of them come into RGB flavors, you know, if that's your thing.
Yeah, my keyboard is breathing right now.
Yeah, my mouse is breathing. My computer's breathing. It's doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, the K70 is decent.
I didn't like my Logitech headset.
I'm about to go to the Corsair G95. Or is it K95?
I would say if you were, it depends though, if you are a big MMO player or not. I know you're a Destiny player, so it might not matter as much. But if you're going into MMOs and you like macro controls, you probably want to spend the extra money to get mice that do macros.
She does play. She plays like Neverwinter, and there are a number of different games that Lady A plays.
Just one. So this is my mouse, Lady A, and for what Plink was just saying, kind of mine is like the best of both worlds, so I can take off and interchange the side pieces for more buttons.
View yourself so they can see what you're showing.
Yeah. Here, I got you.
Got to use the mouse to do that, geek.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, so here, like when I play shooters or whatever, I use all my buttons for, instead of having to do it on the keyboard, I do it on my mouse here, so I have a bunch of buttons on the side. But you can switch that out, like pull it off and put on different sides for less or more or what have you. And then on the other side, you can pull that off as well for like better comfort or less comfort or whatever is more comfortable for you, because I don't think anyone is meant to be less comfortable. And like I don't even know what this brand is, but well, it's right here, the box. Infic. It's a no-name brand or whatever, but it was like $40 or something. So I mean, there are cheaper alternatives if that is the way you would like to go. And I mean, it works.
If you're, I would say if you were like me, just a real quick, hey, give me a solo real quick. That's Geek. Hey, Geek.
Yes, I know who Geek is. There you go.
I have the Razer Basilisk. The only downside about this mouse that and it's pretty basic in terms of buttons and stuff like that. It does have speed control on the top, But the only downside is cleanliness. That's a big issue with me and mice. You got to be able to clean them out and things like that. This has a rubber side to it, and you can see it. It catches dirt real easy, and you have to clean in there. This was their budget model, and that's again on the sides right there. You get that filled in with gunk every now and again after a while. But this was their budget. I think it came in at $60, but still a good, very responsive mouse. Comes with all the bells and whistles. Not as many buttons as his, but pretty good.
It is. If she's gonna learn that mouse and keyboard life, you guys should be proud.
Oh, let's look at Geeks. Okay, he's got the Corsair. All right.
Yeah. Currently, this mouse that I'm using. Oh, you can't even see it because it's black, so it doesn't even come up. But there it goes. If I put it in front of me, so I can change the speed at which the mouse, the DPI of the mouse, pressing the buttons.
Yeah, I can do that as well.
Does yours have weights, interchangeable weights, Geek?
Yes, it does. You can't see it, but yes.
Okay. Mine doesn't have the interchangeable weights.
So I can change the weights of it. Those are the little dots that you see. And I can screw in more or take them out for less weight.
So, you get into that pro level, Lady A, we already know you there.
Right. Stop pretending, Lady A. Stop pretending.
But yeah, there's all different types of flavors. But those Logitech and Razer, actually Logitech, Razer, and Corsair are the three main competitors, and they're all pretty close, about the same price. Give or take $5 or $10.
Right.
And you can pick them up just about everywhere. Is there a DPI limit for a mouse? I mean,
yes.
No, that depends on what you want to pay.
I mean,
you can go from 8,000 to, I believe that extreme is 120,000 DPI. So that means you touch the mouse, it's on the other side of your screen.
Yeah. But even then, who wants that?
Is the limit.
Excuse me?
The 120 or whatever is the limit. It's not infinite. You
can't use
a mouse.
You'll spin around, like you wouldn't be able to get any shots. Nobody's that precise with their mouse.
Yeah.
Which is
why I was showing you that my mouse has like 5 steps that you can set different DPI limits. And in different games, when I'm aiming, especially when I want to snipe, I change that. And this mouse particularly has a snipe button by my thumb. So let me see. Can you see that? That red? That's a button that I press when there's a button that I press when I want to snipe specifically. So it lowers the DPI so I can do granular movements. And I'm able to really line them up in sniping.
Really, Lady A, it's a matter of feeling. It's not so much of a good DPI. You need to get the mouse and really figure out what's comfortable for you. A lot of I'll tell you, a lot of Overwatch players and first-person shooter players do flicking when they play, which is flicking your mouse from one point and back to the other. You need to get good with practicing that and what's comfortable. After that, you can set up what's comfortable in terms of a DPI for you. But it's really all about preference and how you get to where you're at. I was just talking to Falchion off air earlier about Destiny's mouse control and how I felt that it, at least with my current setup, that it's really easy to get headshots. And I don't know if that's because they have big hit boxes in that game, or is it that my tracking in that game is pretty decent. But in Overwatch, my headshots aren't nearly as, not I won't say nearly as accurate, but they're not as precise as that.
Shadow, you play with a DPI of 4 or 800? That seems really low. Like that would be really slow.
It really just depends on your flick, how
But
comfortable you are with your movements.
but I play my DPI is set to 7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have different ranges. Like I said, that Corsair gives you a selection screen where I can choose what those 5 steps are. And then when I want to snipe, when I press the button, that's about 800 for my ADS sniping.
And I know we're deep into time, but real quick for you, especially geek with the Corsair, it's just the software that comes with it. I will say that's the only annoying thing that comes with this controller. I mean, with this mouse, is the freaking software that comes with it.
Any mouse.
I don't know why Razer. I mean, obvious Razer's device drivers and blah 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 are great, but why do I have to sign in with Google to update my device driver? NVIDIA and Razer. And why do I need to restart my computer every time you update your drivers like every 2 days? And Razer, I don't get that. It's a mouse. It's not like, I think
You don't even touch 1200 Shadowfire?
I don't know. As I
Is it
knock my mouse across the room.
is it not a standardized thing? Because that seems low to me. Like I tried playing on 4,000 and it was just way too slow.
Oh my God, keep me logged in. Why do I have to connect? See, I'm trying to use this Razer software right now, and it's like, enter in your password. For what? It's my freaking computer. I didn't open it from anywhere else but my computer. Why do I need an account to sign into my mouse? I don't know my password to the mouse.
Man.
So
Maybe I have mine just turned up way too far. Guys are
I don't know. I adjust it with the adjustment on the. I don't really go into the numbers. I just push the button. If I need it faster, I push the button. If I need it slower, I just turn it down. Most of the time, I just turn it down.
so mine is set to colors, right? So each color represents a number,
Yeah.
and I can go into the program or into the software and be more precise with the number, but in general, it goes from 1 to 10,000.
Yeah.
Like mine won't even go to 800. I can't even get that low. So that's why I'm asking, is it not a standardized thing
No.
with all
No,
mice?
mice have different ranges. That's what
Okay.
you buy. You buy
That range.
for
Oh, okay,
how
okay. I
much you
got you.
want, because whatever you're playing.
And then again, like I said earlier, especially with your mouse, Falchion, is the macro setups. You could be playing a game that doesn't require that kind of movement, and instead you need button control, and that's where those macro setups come in play. When you're doing casts, you're casting spells and all kinds of stuff like that.
Right.
That's what that type of mouse would be really good for.
I mean, for me, it's good for
Oh,
shooters.
1800 is a big difference. Okay.
Let me see.
Because even now, as I'm moving my mouse around my desktop, like I'll hit the up arrow and speed it up so I can go
Got
from
you.
monitor 1 to monitor 3 in like half a wrist movement. But
Mhm.
then once I get there, then I hit the down button and I can, move around more comfortably.
Right.
I
So I
remember
can
my
get,
password.
my gross motor skills and my minor motor skills. It works. It lends itself to that if you're aware of that.
See, Shadow, you're on an ultra wide. I would think that you would want a
Right.
faster DPI for that, so that you can get across the screen a lot faster. But I
Also
mean,
depends on what you're playing.
yeah, and it is a matter of comfort, right? Because I called myself being slick and went up to 10,000 and couldn't control it. It was way too much.
Yeah. Like if I hit the wrong arrow, I'll overshoot targets like crazy.
But yeah, so yeah, Lady A, there's I mean, mice are just individual preferences. There's some that are super expensive. Like, um,
I, I'm sorry. Shadowfire. Do you still have a mouse with a mouse ball? Because that's very different in the DPI settings when you're rolling, as opposed to all of us who have laser
nobody
mice.
has a
Nobody has a
ball
ball mouse
mouse
anymore.
anymore.
But okay, so in that question, there are different lasers. So if you have a regular white laser, like I'm using, this Corsair has that, it's either blue or black laser, which is more incremental, because there like the blue laser, you can use that on anything. Like I use that mouse. That's a mouse that I take with me when I do my remote location setups. That mouse will work on anything. I can roll it. I can slide it across my jeans, concrete. Like I've been anywhere. I just throw the thing on anything and it moves. Certain mice will have, like, I'm on a glass desk. Certain mice won't track as well on my glass desk, where my blue and black laser mice really tracks on anything.
Why would I need Alexa on my mouse? That's so weird. Razor needs to calm down. All
I
right.
mean, I have one of those trackball mice as well, Shadow, where the ball is on
Yeah,
top, but I
it
use
has a
it
thumb ball.
for very specific games and like my flight sim, right? So when I'm in the cockpit or whatever, my right hand is on the stick, so I use that with my left hand, and it's much easier to just roll the ball around with my fingers rather than trying to move a mouse with my left hand. So I can understand that too.
Guess
Yeah,
the big
when I do CAD and CAM, um,
yeah.
I use a trackball because I can get very granular with my movements when I'm
And it
doing design setups.
and when I'm doing it, it's just literally pointing at something,
I
right?
could see
So
that
to
like
flip a switch or something.
the top ball would be really good for like if you were using Excel a lot and stuff like that, where you can
Hmm.
capture like a huge range of cells and whatnot, where you couldn't do that big emotion with your
Right,
regular laser mouse. That would make a lot more sense.
right.
You guys drag cells? Like I'm so
I haven't in a while. I haven't messed with my Excel, but you know, it's possible, I guess. There's some.
A9 colon A15 is
You're
so much
speaking
easier.
you're speaking Andrea's language right now. You know, I'm sure
When
I'm
I
sure
do
she
my
could school
formulas,
us all.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. I'll defer to Andrea on that.
all right. Where's
But you,
where's the noise, my man? Because you know we're way over, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
that
I
noise
do.
happened like 3
Yeah,
years ago.
Falchion played
Oh my
the
goodness.
5 minute warning sound.
Well, I will admit, Lady A had a good question. We could discuss keyboards next week, I guess, or something. I don't know.
See, once again, we are over time because of Lady A. I always blame Lady A when we
Because she's
play,
like
like
them
we
burgers,
break
man.
we break night playing.
Andrea said Excel is the name of her existence.
Existence.
Is it the name or the bane of your existence?
Probably a little bit of both.
Right. It depends on the day, Andrea.
But yeah. What
Oh, you miss me just
almost
blaming you again, Lady A? Come on,
of
you know it's all
course.
your fault.
Nah. But
Andrea says both.
yeah, sometimes she comes downstairs really really angry.
I could only imagine.
It's frightening.
I can only imagine. I do small stuff on Microsoft Excel and I get it frustrated. I can only imagine.
Oh Jesus! If you ever had one of my days where I'm inputting all, like when I'm doing an inventory of a location, or when we're setting up a new location and I have to input all the stations and locations, and I have to input, their PC, their phone serial number, their what desktop unit they have, and then I have to do, like, for rights and permissions for Active Directory. That if I had to drag for cells, that would take forever.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Shadow says data entry is complex unless you are well trained and used to it.
Yeah.
That is not me.
Different set of keyboard controls. I can tell you right now, the A, W, S, and D on my keyboard is non-existent. Those keys are just black. But,
Oh, you rubbed it off?
yes. But when you're working with Excel spreadsheets, it's a different set of keys that are worn off. Back in my old office job, that number pad got some work.
At the risk of totally getting on, and it's near the holidays, at the risk of getting on Andrea's ish list, I can't help myself but show Falchion this. Oh, this is the wrong one.
Uh-oh. I have nothing to do with this, Andrea. I just want
Actually,
you to know.
Andrea, off screen, Plank brought it up. He said you should show this to Falchion. I'm not going down alone. I'm not going down alone.
I didn't do this. Don't put me out there like that. What is this?
Okay. No, because it's the one that I want to show him with the racing game.
Oh, while you're doing that as well, like, I had a question for you guys. Well, not really a question. I just want to announce thank you, Elon Musk, for market manipulation and knocking my crypto coins up. I appreciate it.
Don't show him Shadowfire.
Don't show.
I support Elon Musk and his Teslas. Fly a rocket to space or something. I don't know. Whatever you rich boys do.
Can't talk about it and then not show me.
That would be cruel. Didn't you watch the earlier segment where Falchion will sit in the corner and just rock?
I have shown him something once before and he didn't get it, which was kind of cool. Oh, look at this.
What did you show me that I didn't get?
Okay. Look at that. That's pretty swanky.
Plank, stop throwing logs on this fire.
I'm just saying.
I know Andrew's gonna be like, "Why, geek? Why?"
It's pretty swanky.
I need another screen too.
I would say, don't you have a curved screen though?
Yeah,
I
but
do
not
have
like this, bro.
one
Not
curved
like
screen,
this.
but it's in my garage.
So, right here, you can see that he can see like the mirrors, right? Whereas when he did it on the regular monitor, look at how cropped that screen is.
Yeah.
Right, and then
you're talking more to evil than me right now, to be honest with you.
I say, okay. Do you use your headset for this? Your Oculus for this, Falchion?
Not when I race. Not when I race.
Really?
That game. When I race games on PC, I definitely do. But there's no
Oculus
VR
support
on the Xbox.
Look at Evil say he need to add something to his Christmas list now.
Lady, we need to drive around on ATS. I really enjoy that game too. Evil does too.
I'm sorry,
Andrea said
Andrea.
geek.
It had nothing to do with me, Andrea. Nothing to do with me.
What's the price on a geek?
Probably 2 G's.
Not in front of Andrea. I'm not doing that. Told you, Faustin, I carried a lot of guns in my life, and I tend not to shoot myself in the foot, bro. Not like that. I don't want to die like that.
I like that he's got the Ferrari branded steering wheel.
I have that wheel.
I
Oh man, what's the price?
Shadowfire.
Seriously, geek. What's the price?
Oh man,
couldn't imagine.
Could you at least run and go cover Andrea's ears before I say this?
Then I won't be able to hear.
Could you? I couldn't do shooters on that. That would be nuts, man. Trying to go
On
from one
sale.
end of the screen to the other.
On sale.
On sale.
$2,200.
He said on sale.
Regular price is $2,500.
Sure it is. That's nuts, man. No. Wait till next year. It'll come out
But
at Walmart for $200.
No. This is the Odyssey G9 Neo, the Neo G9, right?
Mm-hmm.
The regular G9, which only has, I think it's 248 dimming zones. This one has 2048 dimming zones.
So now you're showing him something else.
No,
boy, you better pause this video.
Let me stop while I'm already behind. Andrew's already said geek, and so I'm gonna chill out right there.
Lady A, you need a VR for ATS.
Lady A, they said it was 60-inch, right?
What is it? Is it 49 inches?
Okay.
Getting.
I'd be down for that, Evil. But the fact that in Formula One you can see your wing mirrors on the car,
yeah,
right,
is amazing. Like that's worth it in and of itself to me. And I bet that Evil would say the same thing. Because it sucks not being able to see your wing mirrors when you're trying to play like immersive.
Right.
Right.
It's pretty interesting. While we're talking about the racing, Evil, I did my part. Fashion's gonna get you guys taken care of. What was it? The cup win reward is coming. It's here. So I advise you to put your foot to the pedal this season. Wait, is Evil still in the ranks? Does he still got a chance?
I'll try and do that, Shadow. I just need to re-download the game. I had to do a reset on computer recently, and I haven't re-downloaded it yet. But I would be happy to stream that game if you wanted to see it in VR.
It's a 49-inch, 32x9, 2K panel. And it's essentially two 27-inch 16x9 displays side by side.
Very cool.
Track IR is awesome too.
Like, you've had Track IR for a long time.
Yeah,
you've had
I really enjoyed Track IR, and I would go back to it if I didn't have VR. But just being in the headset and seeing everything, it's hard. It's hard not to like race like that or drive like that in a game. It's hard to go back.
Sorry to hear it, Evil man. Sorry to hear it, bro. Well, I
Did
look
you
forward
drop?
to next season then.
You were gone that long, Evil, that you dropped out of the. You're mathematically out.
If anybody hasn't been watching the races that Falcon's been streaming, dude, those races are pretty daggone good, man. I've been enjoying them. You guys have been doing great work. Like, I'm sitting there watching races, and I never watch races unless yeah.
That's
And
what I
can we just say that
told him.
Falchion is an awesome commentator?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
I
doing a
really
good
think
job.
I'm watching like ABC Sports.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man, he's doing a great job. Like I said, it keeps me entertained. And I don't watch races, but I'm really enjoying all of the racers, and they're doing a great job. Like all of them, and Falchion doing his announcements and things like that. Like, it's been really fun. Is a really good show. So if you guys have never seen it, come check it out sometime.
And I only casually ever played racing games,
Yeah,
but listening to Falchion commentate has really got me interested, asking questions that I never asked before,
yeah.
that I never cared to know before.
About the most of
So
my
that's saying
racing
something.
has been Forza experience with as of lately, and this I'm watching these guys like intense, like sitting on the couch, like yeah, let's do
Forza
this.
Horizon, that is.
Yeah, Forza Horizon, not even like Forza regular
Motorsport.
Forza. So like, and it's funny because my wife will hear Falchion on the screen, and she's like, "What's Falchion? What's he talking about now?" I'm like, "He's talking about the race." But yeah, I've been enjoying it. So Racers doing a good job, man.
Yeah, they're great, and it's fun to watch them. I just need to figure out a better way to get around to the different drivers as things are going on. Thank you, Evil.
We could
I'm
talk about that
surprised.
off air.
I'm surprised. Michael's not doing it. I mean, I know he has a job now or whatever, but I figured he'd jump in from time to time. But I guess that's neither here nor there. Um, watch the race back.
I'm looking for where he shows
Yeah,
how you can split the screen. And I mean, you have a bunch of built-in options for it.
That's pretty cool.
there's some other things that I'm looking to integrate into it. Actually, hopefully starting this week. Um,
Hopefully, he doesn't get any more copyright strikes.
yeah, Formula One.
For the
Formula
engine
One.
sound.
Yeah.
No, it was. They said on the copyright that I was showing an actual practice that aired on television. I think Evil got the same type. I'm like, the game is great, it looks great and everything, but it
But
doesn't
not that.
look completely real.
Right. Not that you should confuse it with an
Yeah.
actual race.
That'd be awesome. Evil.
Yeah, maybe you need a what is it? Not a co-commentator.
Co-commentator, yeah. Actually,
A co-host. There we go.
that driver Sky, if you watch, you know who he is. He's been talking about doing it because he feels like he's having a really bad season.
Maybe that's something you guys can work out. Like, is if this season's bad, somebody drops out, you can have, somebody come in and
Actually, yeah, Evil, you should definitely jump in when you know what, never mind, because that's the commentator's curse, and I'm not gonna put that on you. You'll never have a good race ever again. So,
Is that like getting on the box for Madden?
yeah.
pretty much.
Wait, you said the M word. Do we now have to pay royalties to them just for
Probably.
saying his name?
But Yeah, you should definitely jump in
We'll get a copyright strike for that.
when you're not racing. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I know. I almost did too, but I know the superstitions. Nobody wants the commentators curse. But okay, yeah, I'm having a little bit too much fun right now, and we're like 40 minutes over.
Oh yeah.
So, Plank, where can the people find you, Plank?
Oh,
Oh, I left
here.
the pad in the room.
Twitch, Plank GJE, Steam, PJ Danger, Plank 909 on Insta. You can find me on Xbox. I think I'm Plank GJE on Xbox or Microsoft or whatever it's at now.
We'll have to update.
I know a few of you have seen me on Destiny. I'm around. So, you'll see me doing my dance moves, and next to
Yeah.
Zavala. So
And Plank, after watching Lady A cooking, when is the next time we're getting a cooking video
oh
from
my goodness.
He's Got a Knife?
Oh my goodness.
Shameless plug, shameless plug.
I know, right? You can put me on the spot. I gotta figure something out with that. New timing with new job and all that jazz is really throwing a wrench in things, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I
You
can
got
do
a new
something
job, bro, but you still got to eat. Come on.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true. I still gotta eat. So maybe if I get that Hello Fresh plug like Lady A does,
Right.
Well,
Lady A, you
Plank,
sponsored by
Plank,
HelloFresh right now?
let
Is
me
that what
know,
it is?
Plank, if you need, I'll send you. So you'll get a box for only the cost of shipping, $9. You can get, I think it's 3 days meals
Don't even
for
worry
just
about it.
the cost of shipping.
No problem. Don't even worry about it. We'll figure something
Mhm.
out.
Right.
Geek.
Geek, where they
Oh,
gonna find you?
Plank.
Geek.
And then, okay. So GKMSTR space NYC on Xbox, PlayStation, Twitch, Steam, and Discord. It's Geekmaster. Uplay. It's Geekmaster NYC. No space. No vowels. Oh no.
No,
On
you just
Uplay, it's
messed it
all.
up.
It's on Uplay. It's all the whole word spelled out. Geekmaster NYC. And also, we're bringing Wednesday Wise back. We took a little hiatus. Couple of things we had to work out.
Zeus.
Say hi, Zeus.
You finally got him not snoring. That's
Oh, he's snoring. He's still making noises right now. He's
on Wednesday Wise, and I'm playing Destiny on my Geek Master channel, no vowels, GKMSTR.
And as for me, I am Falchion77757 on the PlayStation, Steam, and Twitch. On the Xbox, I'm Falchion Space GSA. And you know who I am on YouTube. It's right here at Borderless Gaming GSA. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us and talking and having just a really good time. It was very fun. Thank you, Evil, for contributing to the topics this week. I actually had two from you, the FIFA one as well, but we just ran out of time. Um, and yeah,
And also,
so
you can catch Lady A. I put it in the chat earlier. You can catch Lady A at twitch.tv/
Lady.
Lady Assassin 15, which is right there.
Keisha,
Now you have to do
There's
them
also
all.
there's also Keisha 401, Shadowfire, which is SH the number 4 DOWFIREX for Shadowfire on Twitch, as well as whenever Plank decides to bless us with his cooking, You can see it live
You forgot
at Plank
Evil.
GJE.
Yeah, you got Evil.
There's Evil Scotsman. It's just Evil Scotsman, right? Am I leaving any part of that out? And lady, what was the name of that cooking segment that you just did? Because we'd like to. Because let me tell you, as a Hello Fresh regular, I really appreciate some of the meals are
HelloFresh has
really
some really
awesome.
good meals, man. Goodness, they
Yeah,
have some good
yeah.
meals. Thanks,
Okay,
Evil. We always look forward to having you here, hanging out with us,
Oh
doing
my
the
God! As I
thing.
look at the time,
yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty much on you. Although you shift, although you
absolutely.
shifted it to Lady A, so y'all work out
Lady
who,
A was asking questions. You don't want me to ignore Lady A, do
No,
you?
absolutely not. I don't want you to
So I
ignore
had
any.
no
So
choice.
let's do it.
I just had Shadowfire. Where is he at? I follow so many people.
So there's Evil with all his numbers and letters, and Evil just changes his name on Xbox. So now I gotta switch that up, making my life complicated. I'm just playing. Yeah, HelloFresh is awesome, man. Like, I tell you, one of my favorite meals from them is their. I want to say it's their chicken tacos with the lime sauce. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that is
Yeah, so
really good.
I
I kind of get mad when it's over.
Andrew, I miss you, buddy. Take it easy.
all right. So yeah, play my outro music. Oh, nobody else knows how to do it. My bad.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Episode 37 is in the can.